welcome to the session. Welcome to Sprint 9 2021, the most awaited series. And today we are here with the very first chapter, the fun they had with me, your Shweta ma'am, English master teacher at Vedantu. And we will deal with the extract based question, the 2 marks question, 3 and 5 marks question in today's session. So, this is the schedule, guys. This is the English schedule beginning with the fun they had 14th Jan. And it's continuing till it goes long, that is 3rd Feb, ending with the beggar, right? This is the physics schedule continuing from 14 Jan again and ending 26th Jan. It's ending. Okay, chemistry 15 Jan to 27 Jan with structure of atom part 2. Math starting from 14 Jan and ending till 3rd Feb. Okay, so almost parallel to English. That is my session. And bio starting from 17th ending on 31st Jan with why do we fall ill. And SST again starting from 14th Jan to 3rd Feb, almost parallelly. So I think my sessions will continue the longest. So guys, please note all the session details, all the schedule, guys, so that you do not miss out on anything. And before you move ahead, guys, please do subscribe to the channel and do hit the like button and also the bell icon so that you do not miss out on any important information. Now let's share with you a wonderful quote which I found very relevant to the topic that we are going to study. One machine can do the work of 50 ordinary men. No machine can do the work of one extraordinary man. Please note this. So this is actually dealing with the issue of the technical advancement that we are going through in this era, right? Of course, machines are very, very, very useful, but they can do the work of 50 ordinary men, but they do not have that intellect. Remember, man is making the machine, right? So it is the intellect of man which is used to make machine. So definitely it cannot do the work of extraordinary people. So we should not rely completely on machines, right? So definitely this chapter also talks about replacement of teachers, human teachers with technology, right? So that is not at all advisable. Why? Because we have seen this code, right? And let's see how. Okay, so this is the first extract, guys. It was very old book. Margie's grandfather once said that when he was a little boy, his grandfather told him that there was a time when all stories were printed on paper. So I think very soon we are also, on a rapid pace, we are also advancing to that particular scenario where we will soon, already we are using e-texts, right? So anyways, they turned the pages which were yellow and crinkly, and it was awfully funny to read words that stood still instead of moving the way they were supposed to on a screen. So this is the extract, and the first question is, why the pages of the book were yellow? Quite old, yellow paint was poured over it. It was printed printed on yellow pages, or none of the above. I think you all know the answer, so please give me the answer in the chat box. Absolutely correct, because they were quite old. Very, very simple question. Let's move to the next one. Did Margie see the book for the first time? No. Margie's grandfather had a green book. Yes. Margie saw the book for the first time. No. Margie's grandfather had gifted her a book, or all of the above. Come on, guys, come on. Okay. Yes, Margie saw the book for the first time. Yes, definitely she saw the book for the first time. Okay, trace a word from the passage that means with many folds or lines. Turned, wrinkly, awful, or none. Okay, turned, wrinkly, awful, or none. Which one? Come on. Very, very, very simple. It's wrinkly. It means with many folds or lines. Please, this is a vocabulary based question. Very, very important. Okay. All right. Next is, why was Margie doing badly in geography? What did the county inspector do to help her? Very, very simple. Come on. The points. First of all, tell me how many of you got all the three answers correct for the extract based questions. Give me a quick high five in the chat box. All right. So why was Margie doing badly in geography, and what did the county inspector do to help us? Come on, come on, come on in the chat box, please. So because the mechanical teacher was very fast in displaying the questionnaire, and the county inspector adjusted its speed to an average 10-year level. Okay. Thus, the mechanical teacher's speed was controlled appropriately. The county inspector assured that the overall pattern of Margie's progress was quite satisfactory. So this is how the county inspector helped her. Right. So this is of 2-mark question, so not much detail required. This is more than enough. Right. Moving ahead, Tommy thought the books were funny and a big waste. Again, a 2-mark question. Why? Why did Tommy think that the old books were funny and a big waste? So basically, you have to compare the old books with their screen, right? So the words stood still and did not run because they could not be reused like the screen of the mechanical teacher. So one point is this, second point is this. So if you do give these points very, very, very easily, you can score 2 out of 2, right? Very simple. 2 marks, 2 points, done. Okay. Moving ahead. Now, next is, why did Margie hate school? Sorry, this should have been of 3 marks. Okay? Not 2 marks, 3 marks, right? Why did Margie hate school? So this, you have to be a little, more, you have to give more details than what we have done so far. I mean, 2 marks question, more than 2 mark question. So what are the points that you have to say? So let us quickly go through the points. First of all, first of all, it was because her teacher was a mechanical one. So definitely monotony. Okay. So she was becoming she had, right now we are also seeing the frustration because we are also sitting in the same room, and almost in computer screens, we have no socialization because of this pandemic. Almost zero it has become, right? So definitely we can understand the frustration of Margie as well. Moreover, she did not have, companions, right? So no companions. So suffered from loneliness. Okay. Okay. It kept giving her test papers where answers had to be written. So quite mechanical. So mechanical, as I already said, as punch codes, the results were given instantaneously. So actually, there was no teacher, no motivation. Okay. No motivation, no fun, right? It was a dull, monotonous practice, right? So schooling for Maggie was what? Dull, monotonous practice. So it was, it was quite individualized. INDI with, right? Quite individualized, right? Okay. I think I spelled it wrong, right? Sorry for that spelling. When I speak and write at the same time, I sometimes mess up. Okay. So, right. So, if you want to gain full marks and 100% knowledge, then definitely you can join us, guys. The link is there in the description box. Okay. So, you can avail unlimited classes with fun and high level quizzes, and you can compete with the students throughout the world, right? You can have interactive replays with live quizzes and leaderboards, and you can download the content with handwritten notes of the master teachers. You can solve your doubt instantaneously, and after each and every session you have assignment. After each and every session you have, during each and every session you have doubt solving. That means we have class teachers, we have an entire team of class teachers who are there to cater to your doubts. So yes, doubt solving is no more a problem, guys. And you can have 5,000 plus micro courses and crash courses for competitive exams, that too in less price. Yes. So here is the link, and this is the coupon code, guys. You can definitely subscribe to the, you can definitely take the subscription using this coupon code, which will give you the discount price, and actually it will bring down the price to per class 11 rupees for a month and 9 rupees for 3 months. That is definitely cheaper than a packet of Lays. Yes. So click on the link in the description box. Use the coupon code SWRPRO. Okay. Next, we will come to the 5-mark question. All right. In spite of all comforts and luxuries in today's world, our grandparents still cherish their own time when life was quite tough. So you have to give your views, right? So when life was quite tough, our grandparents still cherish. So we nowadays, what is happening with the technological progress? So you can talk about the present first. Present, we have technological advancement, right? It has simplified our lives, right? And past, when we are talking about the grandparents' time, you have to talk about how their life was so, it was, tough, right? Everything was tough. Tough life, but tough life yet enjoyable, right? So therefore, they cherish that life, right? Let us see what else we can add here. So at that time, life was very simple yet tough. Simple as in, we are talking about the simplicity here. Not simple as in you can do, simple does not mean easy here, right? Okay, so they had time to explore the surroundings and the world. They had the time which we do not have, right? They had parks to play with less pollution. Mechanical gadgets were there, but were used only for necessary activities. Hardly any mechanical gadgets nowadays. The world is full of mechanical gadgets. It has become a world of gadgets right now, right? E-world almost, है ना? There were rivers where they could go for picnics and treks, right? The school was more fun, okay, where they met their friends. But nowadays we are seeing what is happening gradually. I think it's it's a threat to the human teachers as well. Yes, is it? But of course, technological advancement, whatever it is, it cannot replace human beings, right? It can add, it can give advantage, it can be an aid, but it can never replace, right? They studied but not competing against each other. Yes. And now we have a lot of competition, okay? For them, togetherness was important rather than competition. Also, participation and enjoyment was important. Participating wholeheartedly, right? Having fun, okay? Enjoyment, enjoying the process, that was more important. In today's world, we are competing against our friends and we have a lot of ill feelings, okay? Ill feelings like, jealousy, which has made, our life much more complicated. Although the gadgets have made our life easy, you can also say that, you know, the gadgets, they have made our life easy but not simple, okay? They have complicated our lives. Please add this point, right? We have all the facilities. That is exactly what I was saying. Our life has become easy, but we do not have time for our family, friends. We like to play, but on computers. That means we are half of the time on screen. How many of you play PUBG? So many. And how many of you actually go out and play some sport? Very few. So that is the difference, right? PlayStation, right? Rather than with our siblings and friends. That is, when I am talking about siblings and friends, I'm not talking about playing online, but I'm talking about outdoor games, which are essential for maintaining your physique. है ना? Okay. Next is, how was Maggie's school different from the schools that existed hundreds of years ago? This is an important question. Basically, you have to capture the entire chapter in order to give the answer. She had a mechanical teacher, telebooks, no other students in the class. Work was fed in by mechanical teacher by punch codes, right? She had to punch her homework, right? And they would be instantaneously evaluated. Whereas the old schools had proper buildings, many schools, human teachers who gave homework and asked questions, right? For example, now you have a lot of doubts, you can ask your doubts and we are there to solve, right? Everyone learned the same thing and books were made of paper. So we have somehow, uh, got over this, somehow, not completely, but we still have, human teachers, we still learn the same thing, right? So it is clearly visible that Maggie's school was totally different from the schools that existed years ago, right? So it was more mechanical, and earlier school was more physical, right? Where they used to have this fellow feeling, they used to have the togetherness which Maggie lacked. All right, so last question is, machines can't, this is a theme based question, okay? Machine can't replace human beings. Explain with reference to the lesson, the fun they had. This is also for 5 marks, right? So a teacher not only has to teach and explain things, but has to understand the mindset of the students. He has to be a friend, philosopher, and guide for the students. Yes or no, guys? A teacher has to be a friend, philosopher, and guide. He should not just be an instructor. But in case of Maggie, and if technology is replacing the world, the computer instructor, that means we are not calling it a teacher, we are calling it an instructor. He will only be able to deliver the lessons. Maybe he will have more knowledge. He will computer will have the knowledge of all the subjects, but he will not be able to understand the problems of the students, okay? Not be able to emotionally connect to the students and make the child comfortable, encourage the child. Encourage, again I'm messing it up, NCOURAGE, okay? Encourage the child, right? And yes, teaching can be best done by a person, because only they will be able to pass on the correct value. So value lessons are lacking, right? Why? If the mechanical teacher is going to, or a computer is going to replace a human teacher, right? So that is all, guys, for this session. I hope we have covered the most important questions in this session, and this is one of the most important questions, that is comparison between, because the entire chapter talks about the present school. The setting is futuristic, right? So it is talking about the comparison between technological advancement and the fun that we are actually missing out when we are rapidly on the path of technical advancement, right? So here you can also make use of the quote with which we began the story. That is the real purpose of sharing with you the quote, so that you can make use of the quote as well, right? So you can definitely make use of the quote in these 5 marks answers, which talks about what values have you learned from the entire chapter. Alright, so guys, that was all for today. We have completed the extract based question, the 2 marks question, the 3 and the 5 marks question, and this is the homework question. Do you agree with Maggie that schools today are more fun than the schools in the story? Give reasons for your answer. Alright, please do comment on your homework question in the comment section, and in the next session we will be dealing with the road not taken. Alright. So please do not miss the next session, guys. Thank you so much. Please do visit the link in the description box. Use the coupon code SWRPRO and do hit the like button. Do subscribe to the channel and share this video amongst your friends, because learning together is fun, right? So let your friends also learn along with you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Take care. See you all in the next session.